Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. On today's tutorial, I will demonstrate how to cut and sew a sleeveless side cowl boubou. Hi, my name is Ayo and welcome to 011 Clothing Tutorials. On this channel, I upload DIYs, pattern drafting and sewing tutorials. If you haven't subscribed yet, kindly do so, and do not forget to turn on the notification bell so that you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. So now, let's get right into the tutorial. Thank you! I will be working with the following measurements: shoulder to shoulder 16 inches, bust circumference 39 inches, hip circumference 43 inches, shoulder to hip line 26 inches, shoulder to knee 42 inches, full length of dress 60 inches. I will make use of 4 yards of this soft drapey crepe fabric. I will fold the fabric into 2 equal halves like this, selvage to selvage. What I'm folding is the whole 4 yards of the fabric. I will now fold the 4 yards of fabric into 2 again like this, making it a total of 4 layers of fabric. I will cut the front and the back of the dress together. I will measure and mark 1 inch from the upper edge of the fabric like this. I will draw a horizontal line across. This will be my starting line. My shoulder to hip line measurement is 26 inches. I will measure and mark 26 inches from the upper starting line downwards like this. I will add half an inch to this for the same allowance, making it a total of 26.5 inches. I will draw a horizontal line across. This is the hip line. My shoulder to knee measurement is 42 inches. So I will measure and mark 42 inches like this. I will add half an inch to this for the same allowance, making it a total of 42.5 inches. I will not use the exact level of the knee. Instead, I will go up by 4 inches from the 42.5 inch point. So I have raised the knee level by 4 inches. So what I'm measuring is actually 38.5 inches. I will draw a horizontal line across, and this will be my knee line. Next, I will measure out the full length of the dress, and this is 60 inches. I will add 1 inch to the hem for the hemming allowance, making it a total of 61 inches. I will draw a horizontal line across. This is the hem of the dress. For the back neckline, I will use a value of 3 inches by 1.5 inches. Using my ruler and my French curve, I will draw the back neckline curve like this. For the front neck depth, I will use a value of 6.5 inches. The neck width remains the same, and it is 3 inches. I will draw the V neckline for the front using a slight curve like this. Next, I will divide the shoulder to shoulder measurement by 2. This is 16 inches divided by 2, and this is equal to 8 inches. I will measure and mark 8 inches on the upper starting line like this. From the 8 inch point, I will come down by 1 inch for this shoulder slope. I will connect it to the neck point with a slanted line like this. This is the shoulder slope. I will extend this slanted shoulder line up to the edge of the fabric like this. I will clearly mark out the shoulder point on this slanted line like this. Next, I will calculate the armhole depth using the formula bust circumference divided by 6 plus 1.5. This is 39 divided by 6 plus 1.5, and this is equal to 8 inches. From the shoulder point, on the slanted line, I will measure and mark 8 inches on the slanted shoulder line like this. I will come down to the knee line. I will calculate my hip circumference divided by 4 plus extra 2 inches for ease. This is 43 inches divided by 4 plus 2 inches for ease and the seam allowance. This is equal to 12.75 inches. On the knee line, I will measure and mark 12.75 inches like this. At the hem, I will also measure and mark 12.75 inches like this. I will connect these 2 points together with my ruler like this. I will now connect the point on the knee line. I will connect it to the hip line at the edge of the fabric like this using my free hand. I have started drawing out the cowl shape of the dress. I will move to the upper part of the dress. This point is the armhole depth. I will connect the armhole depth point to the hip line like this, also using my free hand. I will smoothing out this sharp corner here. Now I have completed the cowl shape of the dress. Between these 2 points, this is where the arm opening will be. I will locate and mark the middle point between the 2 points. From the middle point, I will come down by half an inch. I will now use this half an inch as a guide to create the armhole curve of the dress like this. I will cut out the upper starting line. At this point, I realized that I need to have a slit at the center back of the dress because the hem will be a little bit fitted, as I did not want the hem of the dress to be too big. So I will shift the front of the dress a little bit forward like this. I need just about 1 inch, and thankfully I did not draw the cowl shape up to the edge of the fabric. I will pin it in place. I should have done this when I was folding the fabric into 4 layers. So please do this at the beginning before you start drafting out the outline of your dress on the fabric. I will cut out the back neckline first. I will notch the positions of the armhole so as to avoid confusion when sewing. Then I will cut out the rest of the dress. The upper part is the front of the dress, while the lower one is the back of the dress. I will slash open the lower one at the middle. This is the back piece that will have a slit at the center back above the end. I will now cut out the front neckline. These are the front and the back pieces of the dress. The front was cut on fold, as you can see, while we have 2 pieces for the back of the dress. I have gone ahead to cut out the facing pieces needed for the front and the back necklines, and also the armholes. I cut 1 facing piece for the front neckline, 2 facing pieces for the back neckline, and 4 facing pieces for the armholes. I have overlocked the raw edges of all the facing pieces, and have also fused interfacing to the wrong sides of all the facing pieces. I have sewn the front facing to the neckline of the front piece, as you can see, using half an inch sewing allowance. I have also sewn the back facing pieces to the back necklines, as you can see. I will now go ahead and sew the center back of the back pieces in place, right side to right side, using 1 inch sewing allowance. I will leave an opening that is 20 inches long above the hem of the dress at the center back. I will also go ahead and sew the shoulders in place using half an inch sewing allowance, right side to right side. I have already notched the points where the shoulder line is supposed to end on the dress. So now, as you can see, I have sewn the center back of the dress in place using 1 inch sewing allowance. And this is the 20 inches long slit at the center back of the dress. I'll go ahead and overlock the raw edges of the slit. I have also given the center back a thorough press with my pressing iron. As you can see, I have also sewn the shoulder seam lines in place and I have pressed it open. These are the 4 facing pieces that I will use to finish the armhole of the dress. I will now go ahead and sew the facing pieces to the armholes of the dress, and these are the armhole areas of the dress. So now I have gone ahead to do the stitching. As you can see, I have sewn the facing to the armholes of the dress. I left the shoulder seam lines on the facing open. This is because of the awkward angle of the armhole. Getting a facing that fits the shoulder perfectly can be quite tricky. Another option is to use a bias tape. Next, I will use this trimming to decorate the neckline and also the center front of the dress. I used close to 4 yards of these trimmings for the dress. To make this sewing process easy for me, I will use this hemming gum to first of all secure the trimming in place before sewing it in place on my sewing machine. So now, as you can see, I have gone ahead to sew the trimming in place around the neckline and also the center front of the dress. With the right sides of the front and the back of the dress together, I will go ahead and sew the sides of the dress in place using 1/2 inch sewing allowance. I will start the sewing from the lower part of the armhole down to the hem of the dress on both sides of the dress. Once I'm done sewing the sides, I will also go ahead and hem the lower part of the dress. So that's it guys, we are done, and this is the final look of the sleeveless side Cowl Boubou dress. If you find this video helpful, do not forget to give it a thumbs up, drop a comment down below, share this video with your friends who are interested in sewing, and do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't done so already. See you in my next tutorial. Bye, and thank you so much for watching.